What's up, Mech Warriors? We're looking at the Cicada now, continuing our series on the trial mechs. This is what one is this? The 3M Cicada. So what we have on this mech is a small pulse laser, 2 medium lasers, and an Ultra AC5. So a nice diverse weapon mix there. We've got what looks to be like some good close range potential, as well as some decent mid to long range potential with the Ultra AC5. It's not super long range. I don't know what its max range is, unfortunately, but I think it's somewhere 600 meters is about where I'm thinking the Ultra AC5 needs to be engaged at. So we'll get into a game and I'll see how this works. Okay guys, so do not be confused. I did not turn up the FOV settings or anything. This is just what the Cicada's cockpit looks like from the inside. It's a lot less open. The Commando was extremely wide open, but lots of the console is blocking our view. So not a huge deal, just something to keep in mind. I'm not sure what auto detect no signal means. I guess one thing that I probably forgot to mention was just that the speed of the Cicada is really what differentiates it from any other medium chassis that we have right now. It doesn't seem to really restrict its loadout though. I mean, an Ultra AC5 is a decent, I would call that the primary weapon for this mech. And then we've got some good backup lasers too. They're all on the torso, since it doesn't have articulated arms. Alright, so we've got some guys coming out here. We're gonna try to shoot them. There we go. Got him once with that. Because the Cicada moves so fast, that is something to be aware of, is when you're running off of hills, you do have the potential to get some air and damage your legs like that. So it looks like they're all coming along here. The Ultra AC5, if you hold down the button like that, will fire twice. That does increase the potential for jamming. It also doesn't have very much ammo, unfortunately. I guess that is where some of the restriction comes in, because it's a medium chassis. Okay, we're taking some more damage than we would normally want. Oh dear. This thing moves so fast that it crested that hill way before I expected. But we're gonna run away. Still no deaths. This engagement could go either way in my opinion. We're gonna actually back off, because we're taking a little more fire than we would want. Okay. So here we go. Gonna just try to snipe a little bit with our Ultra AC5. So I'm trying not to hold down the button, because like I said, that does increase your potential for jamming. I'm stuck on something. I'm stuck on the environment. To help base. He said that in all chat. I'm not sure if he's on our team or not. Is it Cuisinart? Yeah. So that was their team. Needs help with their base. Actually, that might be a good thing for us to do, is to just go in the tunnel and run to their base. So I think we'll do that. Hopefully they won't see me doing this. But this will bypass a lot of their army, and like I said, the Cicada is just blazingly fast for a medium, so we'll be able to get to their base pretty quickly. It looks like our team is turning in favor, so that's a good strategy, is to go to the enemy's base so that they have to draw some people back, which means that the rest of your force can push while some of them are turning. Trouble keeping the lasers on. relentless, very hard to see. But we're taking down this hunchback. Need to get out of zoom. Somebody? I couldn't tell. I feel like they up the destruction damage because it's sort of hard to see. I always think that somebody's died when it's just like one of their components gets blown off. But we're doing good here, or our team is. I don't think I'm doing particularly well. As I've said, I have some trouble with the higher speed mechs just because I'm used to the heavy chassis. But it definitely gives you the ability to get behind the enemy. They're going to miss a lot of their fire because you're just going all over the place with it. Yeah, so not much else to say. I think we're going to win this pretty handily. Our team is anyway. Oh dear, not if we shut down. I feel like such a scrub, I'm shutting down a lot. I'm used to having a lot more heat sinks. So the two medium lasers push my heat up a lot farther than I expect. So keep moving. Fortunately that guy only has a medium laser now. Oh dear. We want to try to avoid running into people, even though it doesn't do as much now because knockdown was taken out. When knockdown gets put back in, we don't want to be in the habit of running into people, especially in these high-speed mechs that are going to trip a lot more easily. But there we go. So we're just going to get some scouting data. Just dodge that guy. Getting some scout points. Oop, he actually got us that time. Just got some missiles incoming. They won't hit us because we broke lock. They should. Man, those were still coming towards me. I don't know how he kept lock for that long. It's okay. Looks like most of their team is staying back. They've got a couple going in the river. We want to try to get them to launch more volleys at us though. Because the cicada is so fast, you're going to be able to break lock really quickly and also get away from the missiles even if they are still coming towards you. But that doesn't mean that you want to run out in the middle of the field without like a plan of escape. So we've got this hunchback, lots of hunchbacks lately. He might have Artemis, testing out the Artemis with the SRMs. I've heard that it improves them a little bit, but not too much. Oh, I thought he was facing away from me. Am I stupid for thinking that? It looked like he was facing away from me instead of towards me. So we're actually getting hit by some of our teammates' missiles there. We want to avoid that if we can. Yeah, so they fixed the LRM pathing in the hotfix. It would also help if we didn't miss our ultra AC. Yeah, we got a little commando here. One thing to note, this variant does have an XL engine, so if your torso gets taken out, your side torso I mean, you will go down. But that also means that you have a much higher speed. But that's also why you can mount a lot of these heavier weapons like the Ultra AC5. And we missed. Alright, can't really see. There we go. Let's go. Uh-oh, the commando's still after us. Fortunately, our LRM support is doing a good job keeping those guys pushed back. In the hotfix though, they also reduced the LRM damage, so they're a lot less, they feel underpowered. I think that's just because, this thing's jammed, so we'll unjam it. I think this is how you do it. I don't know how to do it. There we go, okay. So that takes a while. A lot of people complain about that. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. It's something you can avoid. Some people use macros to fix that. It happens if you do this, where you double fire it a lot. So we're giving this Atlas a hard time, taking out his back armor. That's good. You want that. Might actually be able to take him down here. Oh, I thought I would have gotten that kill. Oh well. No big deal. Nothing. So as you can see, this thing has a bit of punch. It's got punch and speed. Alright, we want to be careful because we're pretty fragile. We've got a lot of damage, especially in our leg there. And we're missing our Ultra AC5. Alright, we want to... Oh dear, this is another Atlas, so we're going to attack his back. Going for that. Even though he did have some damage already in his front torso, the reason I want to go for his back is because that way I don't have to block my teammates' fire, and also so he can't fire on us, obviously. So there we go. This is going well. Alright, looks like we're out of Ultra AC5s. It's okay. Oh dear. Yeah, such a scrub. It's okay. We've got the bug where to fix this you shut down and then power back up again. And it'll fix it, as you can see. The problem is that it usually happens like when you're in the middle of a battle, so there's no way you can do that. I'm not sure. It's a bug, so it's not something that you have to be like, well, a good player would just fight through it, you know, it's a bug. Alright, so this is a skill to get good at when you're in a fast mech, is just how to anticipate what the other guy's going to be, what his maneuvers are, and making sure that you're staying behind him. As you can see, I have a really fast moving backward speed. It's faster than most Mechs. Running speed. Oh, we got that kill. That's nice. So use that to your advantage. We're going to take some light damage here, I think. Yeah, just a little bit. That is the only thing that's really missing from this mech is jump jets. It would make it pretty much a better Jenner. But, yeah, I mean, I think that went well. I think we did a good job. Okay, guys, so that's the Cicada. I like this mech. It surprised me. I thought that I really wouldn't like it because when I first saw the Cicada, I sort of didn't see it as having a good place. The fact that it's like a really, really scouty medium is sort of... It doesn't have enough armor, though, so I didn't think that it would have enough survivability to act as a scout. But I think that it works alright. Its weapons loadout packs a punch as long as your Ultra AC lasts. I mean, that's sort of the consistent problem with trial mechs, is they never have enough ammunition for the weapons that they load, but you know, that's not that big of a deal. It's definitely not as heat efficient as its heat efficiency there says. I'm guessing that the Ultra AC5 is taking a lot away from that. Because yeah, those medium lasers and that small pulse laser overheat you super fast in this mech, with only 10 heat sinks, obviously. Okay, so yeah, that should wrap it up. Like I said, I like it. It surprised me, but I'm not sure if it's something that I would run consistently for myself. Okay, so we'll move on to the catapult.